Hi everyone. Look, I'm going to try and make this a very quick video, so I'm going to try and fly through this as fast as I can. Look, first thing on the screen, I've got a page from ChatGPT set up, and I just want to quickly browse through it, glance through some of this information just to share it with you, and we'll continue from here. The concept of the fifth kingdom as a revised, just remember that word revised, Roman Empire is often linked to biblical prophecy, particularly in the book of Daniel and Revelation, the King James Bible. Many Bible scholars, I'm not a fan of Bible scholars at all, you can skip that bit. Many Bible scholars believe that after the fall of historical empires, a final world kingdom arising from the remnants of the Roman Empire will emerge in the end times under the rule of the Antichrist. And there's more information under here, so I'll just flick down through this so you can pause the video if you wish and read this information for yourself. So I'll just slowly continue down the page so that you can see all this information. There we go. Now I'm going somewhere with this, and you'll hear me mention up here that I said revised Roman Empire. So on the next page I'm going to open here on Google, if you type in now the revised Roman Empire, Bible prophecy, King James Bible, whatever, it's basically the word revised is gone. I was only searching on this like literally weeks ago, and it was everywhere. It's like the fifth kingdom is known as the revised Roman Empire, or revived. So revised or revived. Now revised has disappeared, and now you can only see basically search results for revived. If you go to videos, like I'm sure there'll still be a revised there somewhere. Maybe there won't be. No, everything's disappeared. Now, this is getting interesting. Now, I'll go to the next page, and we'll just read about the Economist newspaper. The Economist newspaper Limited is wholly owned subsidiary of the Economist Group. Sir Evelyn Robert de Rothschild was chairman of the company from 1972 to 1989. So there we have it. Now I'll just open the next page here, and we'll have a look at the covers, the weekly covers for the Economist magazine. Now, this is an interesting one. I got onto YouTube this morning, and the first video that popped up was someone talking about this cover, and it just blew my mind. You'll see it on the little title here, The Revised Economic Outlook. And we've got Donald Trump, obviously, and he's got his MAGA cap on. And it speaks for itself, but revised. And then I thought, then I searched on Google for revised, obviously for the Bible verses attached to it, and it completely has been deleted. Obviously, the next of one of the previous covers here, you'll see the Don's New World Order. Now, here's another cover, the Would-Be King. This is screaming Bible prophecy non-stop. I put up a video a while back called, is MAGA the revived Roman Empire? And I posed the same question. This Economist cover popped up today, and it just blew my mind. Anyway, I'm just going to pop open this Google page now, and we'll just read here. The founding fathers were inspired by ancient Rome and sought to establish a new Rome in America. America is a type of Rome, and Rome is a type of Babylon, as Egypt is also a type of Babylon, which is why you'll see so much Egyptian symbology in our modern culture. Definitely in God's word, the Rome is certainly, the Vatican, etc., is definitely the head of the system. But you'll also notice that this system is on many waters. So interesting things are happening. So I'm just going to open up this next page, and we'll see. I could go through all the symbolism that leads back to Rome. It's just endless. And the video that I'd make would literally, it could quite possibly go for hours. But anyway, I just want to run through a bit of recent symbolism. Obviously, you'll see Elon Musk here. This is on DW News, and he's doing they call it the NAZI salute, but I would say it's more of a, it's a Roman sign of allegiance, basically. And then also, he wasn't the only one to do it. Obviously, Steve Bannon was another person to do it. You'll see the headline there. It's from Guardian News. That speaks for itself. Next on the screen, I really highly encourage you to watch these videos. These were originally put out by the BBC. It was a documentary called Praying for Armageddon, and Al Jazeera English And you can search for these videos on YouTube. It's a two-part. They've broken the original documentary into two parts. And it's called Why Evangelicals Influence US Foreign Policy in the Middle East. And there's an episode 1 you'll see there. And here's the second one. It's the same title, obviously, episode 2. Episode 2 is just absolutely mind-blowing. I honestly didn't think it'd end this way. Like, I've been studying, obviously, everything's been going on for the past 7 years. And this just blew my mind. I had no idea that everything would end this way. If you watch this documentary and you know a little bit of God's word, this will absolutely blow your mind. And basically, it's going to be an action replay of the Crusades. This is why Europe, etc., has been open borders with a certain culture. I can't mention that culture really on this video because it'll get censored, I'm sure. But a certain culture is allowed to be let run amok, and you're going to see an action replay of the Crusades led by a hero, a so-called hero, who's obviously an anti-hero, who is the Antichrist, who is rapidly emerging. Those with eyes to see and ears to hear will know who this man is. You saw him on the Economist website. There he is, right there. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for today. God bless you all. Bye for now.